Our nation, this is Ps4 2020. We are working on season 2 of our realistic Colts franchise. I just don't feel like we're 7-2. I don't feel like our team reflects that record, even though we're an 87 overall squad. I feel like we have some significant holes in our squad. Obviously, our defense is solid. We're the number 1 D in the land, but our passing is just not good. We have the worst O in the league. Number 1 D in the league. They're 21st in offense, 16th in defense. They've got Justin Jefferson, amazing wide receiver, 99 overall. What a talent. So, yeah, they obviously like to throw the football. So, here we go. I think we finally get a home game, which is nice. We feel like we've been on the road forever. I feel like I got the kicking situation worked out, which is good. I did practice that.
Today, from Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis, it's Week 11 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Indianapolis Colts taking on the Minnesota Vikings.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Indianapolis Colts. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we take a look at the Colts entering play. They've been cooking these last couple months. Winners of 7 of their last 8.
And if you extrapolate that out to a full season, they'd be 14-2. And anyone in the NFL today would sign up for that.
The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And they will elect to not bring this one out, as our first drive will begin at the 25. Under center for the Vikings, out comes the former Michigan State Spartan and longtime veteran Kirk Cousins.
And what I loved about meeting with him before the game was talking to a guy who takes ownership of his performance. 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions last week, but all he focused on was the loss, okay? And he did say, if I change my stats a little bit, not necessarily for me to look better, but that'll help my team.
Play fake, Cousins. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. To throw, Cousins. And that is incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
So on 4th down, Ryan Wright on to punt for Minnesota. Pulled in at the 24. A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they are led out there by their mobile quarterback.
It's a pretty bland game he had last time out. Ended up throwing 1 interception. Didn't have a touchdown to offset it. But the team found a way to win. They found a way to lean on other parts of the offense that carried them through.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. In a word, I would say productive, finding the end zone 3 different times.
Is it possible that you're really underselling it? 3 touchdowns, just going to call him productive?
Right. What do you want?
This guy had a nose for the end zone.
He was good.
Had a snootful, didn't he? How about that? Big-time game.
On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
And we're going to see this offense try and spread the field a little bit and utilize the outside 3rd of the field. Especially against man coverage. But that time, the defense was up to the task, forcing the incompletion.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. The slot man in motion right. He'll get it here on the jet sweep. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. 16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a 1st down.
Well, I sure wouldn't be surprised if we see more of this as this game goes on, because we know they like to use their wideouts either on quick throws or on jet sweeps like what we just saw there. And to say that that one worked well, partner, that's stating the obvious.
Meanwhile, Richardson's throw into the hands of Pitts here. And he's got this down to the 35. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will. Now it's Richardson. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Colts at 7-2 here on the year. Their head coach, he's got them believing in themselves. They've won 7 of their last 9 games now.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
2 yards on the pickup there. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. Hey, look at this defense for the Vikings. They come into this one ranked number 17, so just starting the bottom half of the league against the pass.
Definitely going to need to be physical with these receivers, whether that's right at the line of scrimmage, trying to jam them and bump them off their routes, or when the ball arrives and you go ahead and put your shoulder into them and try and knock it loose.
And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Matt Gay now gets ready for the field goal try. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. And it bangs off the left upright and deflects away. It's no good. And this will remain a scoreless game. So plenty of leg, but it's the accuracy there that lets him down.
Yeah, he hit it really well. I think this might have been good from 55. But you'll see it just conk off that upright. And they're denied a chance at 3 points.
Meanwhile, Cousins' throw taken in by Hockenson here. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that will bring up 2nd down. They'll send a receiver in motion left. They'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle. And they got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. Now, this defense for the Colts, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. Cousins on 1st down. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. We're scoreless after 1. Slot man moves right. On 2nd down, it's Edwards. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
They'll go back to Edwards on 1st down. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Middle of the field to Jefferson. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does. Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll run for it. It's Edwards. And he is trying to get to the marker. Going to depend on the spot, but I'm not sure he got there, and he did not. 2nd drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. It's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
This 2nd and 4. Richardson looking to throw this. He'll let one go deep for Downs. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Finally.
Josh Downs.
Finally.
His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Colts post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter.
80-some yards later.
A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that's the kind of play he would have made as a rookie. Because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
An extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Minnesota's offense takes over possession. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
And now a stoppage, and looks like we have a Colt who was shaken up on that last play. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Play action now. Cousins. Short throw caught by the tight end Oliver. First target, first catch, and a 1st down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
Edwards now on 1st and 10. Taken down at the 42.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Here's 2nd and 7. They run once more with Edwards. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
Well, at that rate, picking up 3 yards a carry, you and I both know that doesn't cut it in this league and trying to get 1st downs unless you're playing 4-down football. Then that's a whole different situation, but I don't think that's what they're trying to do here. 3rd and 4, though, is still manageable.
Now Cousins. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Cousins now. Looking for Addison again, and he's got him again.
Well, there wasn't much there with that hitch route. They didn't gain what they expected. But sometimes when you call a hitch, you really don't have an alternate to go to. You don't have a 2nd route to throw it to. So sometimes you have to rifle in there and hope for the best.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this 1st half. Cousins again. Oh, It's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked off by Juju Brents. And the Colts will take over here at their own 14-yard line.
Well, this had trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different color jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
First and 10. Here's Richardson with it. Dancing to his left. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety.
The goal was a score just before the break, but I'm not sure that a safety was how they expected to do it. But give the defenders credit. They saw how the series was starting out, and I think it increased their intensity. This was their chance to make a huge play before the half, and all they needed was one play to get it done.
The Vikings going to take over now late in this first half. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. From the 41, this is 2nd and a yard. Here's Cousins. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd and 1, here's Cousins. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Ryan Wright. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Colts about to go on offense one final time in this first half. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead, finish up the half, and get on out and talk about it.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Now Richardson. Forced out to his left. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. So we hit halftime here in past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the 3rd quarter. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. So here are the Colts to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. Richardson looking to throw. He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. On 1st down, Richardson. Buying time to his left. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But I believe the Colts were able to fall on this when they were. And so possession will remain with Indy. When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on it.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have... Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now Richardson back to throw it. Short throw caught by Pitts. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. 2nd down and a yard. Downs going in motion right. On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
He's got his target. That's complete. And they'll get this down to the 10. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a 1st down there.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense could get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
1st and 10. Richardson looks to throw it. It's Williams on the catch. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. So he stopped for no gain. And it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. They go jet sweep here with Williams. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Taylor is going to take this one in for a Colts touchdown. So it's a pretty good season he's putting together running the football. That now 10 rushing touchdowns on the year.
And we know this is a passing league, and those numbers throwing the football, they seem to go up and up every year. But there's still something to have a reliable back you can count on in the red zone to bring things home for you. And that's what he's been doing all season long.
And oh, it's wide right. No good. So with a missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the 2nd half. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the 2nd half. And Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome, a little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Again, it's Edwards. And he'll manage only a couple here up to the 25.
Well, it's not time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
On 3rd down, Cousins. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Samson Abuka drops him for a loss of 14 yards, and it also brings up 4th down.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
And here's Ryan Wright now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He'll take it at the 42. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return, and they will take over 1st and 10. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And they had the touchdown during the last drive, and I'm guessing that you like the balance they had on that last drive.
And I loved it. Forget liking it. Absolutely love what they were doing, because to be ahead of the defense that much, every play call you have, run or pass, is working pretty well for you.
Makes you look like a genius.
It really does. It also lets you know that your preparation was pretty good, and now the defense has to do all the adjusting.
1st and 10, it's Richardson. Being chased out left. Richardson hit and he fumbles it. And the Vikings pick up the football. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. So he went out of the pocket left, and then things got dicey.
And what often happens is when they get outside, they want to keep their eyes downfield in order to try and complete a pass. But when they try to make a play, they've got to get their footwork involved, and that can really mess them up as well. And in this case, nothing went right, and the ball got knocked free.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A quick throw there is incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. The defense stiffens to force 4th down following that 1st down gain of 8. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
York able to send this one through, and that'll make this an 8-point game. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And now Indianapolis set to take the field. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few 1st downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. That's going to be taken in by Downs. Down to the 10. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Josh Downs with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Colts are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes, because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that, so he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. And now out comes Minnesota. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing is Cousins. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Colts pick it up. And a 1st and goal coming up here inside the 10-yard line. Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of a quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you. All right? So if you're a quarterback, it starts all the way back in the youth leagues. Take care of the ball, take care of the ball, take care of the ball, because here come the defenders.
The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? 1st and goal. They'll run here with Taylor. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Call it a gain of a couple. The defense stiffening here. It's 3rd and goal.
I have to laugh a little bit because he actually handed it off. I thought with the 2 touchdown passes he's thrown in this one already, he'd go ahead and fling and try and get a 3rd one.
Yeah, now from this spot on 3rd down, I think he'd probably throw it here.
Yeah, I don't think there's any question about it. They won't even send in a running play here, I don't believe. I think they go ahead and try and throw it for a touchdown.
The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. They'll try to run with Hunt, and he didn't get there. Knocked backwards to the 2-yard line. Hunt is unable to get in on 4th and goal. And the Vikings, they come up big down near the goal line. And I am not sure, partner, there what the mindset was to go for it. I don't know.
And some teams just feel that possession is the key to everything. They just want to have the football in their hands. No matter how it goes to the other team, they just don't trust doing that. So they say, listen, go for it and try and finish it ourselves.
Now a 2nd and 2. To throw is Cousins. Another one on this play for Justin Jefferson. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
And we're definitely getting towards the point of the game where not getting a lot of yards is secondary to keeping the clock moving. I mean, to me, that's a double win defensively. Short gain and some more time off the clock.
3rd and short yardage. Cousins. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the 1st down, and that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10. Pass complete. It's Hockenson. 2nd down, 8 yards to go. Again, it's Cousins. Going underneath, he's got Hockenson, and he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. And right now, defensively, you love that, don't you? I mean, you'll give them that play.
And they'll take it every single time. This is almost like nickeling and diming it downfield, and too much time's going to run off the clock.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
Desperation time. Cousins on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. That one looks like he'll throw here. Steps away to his left. With a juke. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
he's starting to fall into the category of not fair. Because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Well, yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run too. Here's Richardson to throw. And he's got it. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Richardson. And it's caught. Touchdown, Colts. Kyle Pitts, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Colts add on to their fourth quarter lead, and they are on their way to improving to 8-2. This has just really been a solid second half from them, CD, as they add another touchdown to the lead, and they start to pull away in what was once a close ball game.
Yeah, they actually put the Jets on in this one, didn't they? Put a little cherry on top with that touchdown. Now we just got to play out this final minute, and they'll get a chance to celebrate a very hard-earned victory.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Minnesota's offense takes over possession. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football. And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. Now it's the backup Bridgewater. And his first throw here is incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to...
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Muscles him off. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? You know, they had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness. Not in this case. They were still making a play on the football, and look how that one turned out. They may have salted this one away.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory, and it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them to just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea of what they wanted to accomplish, just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.
That could have been AR5's
So for the
best
Colts,
throwing game.
they continue to put themselves in position for a
Let's see what his
first-round
rating
bye
was.
as they move to 8-2. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, it was a game they really needed as they drop back to 4-6. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports,
passer rating. Let's go.
So
13 of 15 for 255. 3 touches, no picks. So they didn't penalize him for that fumble loss. Holy cow. AR5 finally shows up. Those deep balls to Josh Downs. Let's go. AR5. And look at his rushing. 6 touches for 87 yards. 14.5 yard average. AR5 clearly his best game as a Colt, as a pro. Oh, that's so nice. JT struggled. 6 touches, 16 yards, 2.6 yard average. So, wow. AR5 shows up. Pitts has been great. Man. Jones has kind of been struggling over there at left tackle a little bit. He's given up sacks, but you know what? AR5 does try to run outside the pocket, so I can't pin that on my left tackle. Blackman leading the team in tackles. Davis, Q Williams played huge. Those D tackles. 2 sacks for Ibukam, 1 for Pay. Brinson Cross with the picks. Let's go. I mean, their offense didn't score. So holding an NFL team to no touchdowns. I guess they did get a field goal, but I don't know. Defense played great. Offense, he had a 158.3 rating. Let's go. Nick Cross gets an upgrade. 77 overall. AR5. I think field general we'll go with. I mean, I want to go strong arm, but working on those medium and short throws. Great game for him. Looks like we got the Falcons next, or excuse me, the Lions next. They're 6-5. Let's see if we got player of the week maybe for AR5. Nope. Derrick Henry got it. 24 carries, 203, 2 rushing touchdowns. That's fine. We'll stay under the radar. No worries. Let's see if we're still the worst offense in the league. That's a little embarrassing. Ooh, we're 31st in points per game. Still the worst offense. Ooh, they're the 7th best offense. We're the number 1 D, and they're the 30th D, excuse me. Amon-Ra St. Brown, great receiver, 97 overall. So they like to throw the ball, 4th in throwing. All right. We must play on Thursday night. Well, hey, Mr. R Nation, thank you so much for tuning in. Please like and subscribe at Twitch and YouTube. Hey, Mr. R 2020. What a great game. AR5, perfect passer rating. Love to see it. He ran the ball well. Chef's kiss. I'm out.